even like a
Oh, yeah.
glancing blow, so probably a bad idea.
The one that I saw, it was like there were knots in the wood, right? And then on the end of the knots, you could see where underneath it was just this metal portion. Like, if you got hit in the head with that, you're done.
Yeah, fucked.
So, I mean, even he's like, we're going to take her alive, so let's take the cudgel. Maybe if he's talking about taking out a knee or something like that, immobilizing them.
Yeah.
But if you hit somebody in the face with that, I would argue that they are dead, for sure.
They have no face anymore.
Right.
Okay, anyway, so at this point, Lunetta tells Toby it's late. You know, you should go to bed. You know, you should go to bed with me. I'm your sister. We should go to bed together. Cause they're fucking weirdos, guys. She offers to do a glamour on herself because she wants to please him. And it's gonna make him all happy. And Toby thinks about it for like a hot second. And then he declines.
It's so fucked up. A second ago, he was thinking about killing her. And now he's thinking about fucking her.
Yep.
Like, I almost wonder if he didn't kill her because that's something they do. And I get the feeling that Toby's a lonely guy.
Oh,
You
apparently
know?
not as lonely as we thought.
Well, oh my God. Yeah, no, apparently not. But maybe that's why. Maybe he's like, no, I want to keep her around for other reasons, apparently. But like we were talking about this earlier, this is the only mention of this that we really get.
Yeah.
So Terry just decided to up the level of crazy that these two are by saying, oh yeah, they're fucking too. In the middle of a chapter.
In case you needed one more reason why he's a horrible piece of shit, incest. He practices incest regularly with his sister, who he treats like shit. And I'm sure the creator is just a super big fan of that.
Oh yeah. Thou shalt not. Never mind. Anyways, and you have to assume that a lot of that's like a forced situation too.
Well, I mean,
this time wasn't necessarily, but he was also just considering killing her and was beating the shit out of her just a second ago. So my head went to a place where she is trying now to appease him so that stops. So even if she's saying, I'll do it willingly, it's probably because she just doesn't want to be hurt anymore.
Well, yeah, the concept of consent shifts a little bit when there's, like, an authoritarian role over somebody and they're being manipulated. Like, consent is a little bit of a wishy-washy thing at that point because, like, yeah, she's consenting with her words, but, like, over time he's beating her down to where she has to consent or, like, ask him to do. Like, yeah, it's icky.
It is icky. And you know what else? In no way does Horny Terry make an appearance here.
No, it's not like a sexy thing.
No, it's very just matter of fact. She throws it out there. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
We could, but we're not.
Then it's it. Yeah.
But you know what that really makes me want to do?
I have a guess.
Well, it's drinking, okay? Everyone, before you start getting any crazy, stupid idea, it's drinking. That's what I want to do, okay?
That's totally fine.
I think we should go to the beer break. That's what I think.
All right. Well, the beer we have actually is one, again, we've done before. We recently bought a whole bunch of beer from Perrin, but it's, well, rare, I guess, and fairly expensive. And so we've been sitting on it and we want to save it, but that means we didn't make our bi-weekly beer trip to the store.
Well, on top of it being both of those things, it is also a very high percentage.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
It is currently 9 o'clock on Wednesday night, and this is going up tomorrow morning, and we do not want to be completely hungover in the morning, so we are not going to down a bottle of beer right now. That's like, what is it, 15%?
Yeah, 15, 16, something like that.
It's a bomber. It's not like a regular beer bottle. So what we do have in regular size beer bottles, that is also actually not that much better as far as percentage goes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Founders KBS Maple Mackinac Fudge. We've done this on here before a couple times, so maybe it's a little boring. We're sorry. Again, we'll get you some new stuff soon, but this is what we're drinking tonight. And it's good. It tastes like the fudge stripe in Moose Tracks. And as I'm saying that, I'm realizing not everybody probably knows what that is. The ice cream Moose Tracks?
I think Deer Tracks is the Hudsonville version. I'm pretty sure Moose Tracks is national.
Okay, I don't know. I just know, like Superman ice cream is a Michigan thing, right?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know. Everyone, let me know if you understand what I'm talking about. It's delicious ice cream, and I love it.
Listeners internationally,
Yeah.
in the UK and like Germany, do you all have Moose Tracks ice cream? I need to know this.
Well, if they don't have moose, would they even call it ice cream? Anyways, well, let me know what you have as far as ice cream goes, and I'm gonna get more beer. We'll be back right after this. Hey guys, Jade here from All the Things, and I want to talk to you a little bit about 4 Acre Freedom. 4 Acre Freedom is a family-owned and operated one-stop shop for everything you're probably already looking for. They've got great shirts and hoodies. Don't forget your beer koozies. Those are essential. I mean, we know all about that. We actually have some with the All the Things logo on it, and they look pretty sweet. Just saying. They've got custom-made rings and jewelry too, which Nate and I also have, and they're awesome. We posted those on Facebook if you want to get a better look at what those might turn out like. They do custom woodwork and signs, like if you want a grace or a quote. They have a thingy that'll just etch it all out on wood so you get exactly what you want every single time. They can do leather work. You want a custom sheath for your knife? Do you need a new belt? They can do that too. I mean, you can put those two things together and probably make a pretty sick baldric, just saying. And also, they have farm-to-table bread, candies, and confections, which are delicious. We have tasted them all. Look, guys, here's the thing. Everything they do is of the best quality, and it's all literally handmade. The value is there, the quality is there, everything they do is awesome, and you should check them out for yourself. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and of course, you can check them out at 4acrefreedom.com. High quality, handmade.
And we are back. So, on the way to the stables, Toby and Lunetta are spotted by a group of Daharans that start shooting arrows towards them before Lunetta can do anything about it.
I just want to say, I feel like it's logical that they got spotted by the Daharans. Like, it was a weird train of thought that he had that was like, oh, 3 people aren't going to get spotted by the several thousand troops.
Yeah, I love how this has happened a few times now, so far in the series. And I can say for certain that it happens several more times throughout the series where there's 10,000 guys outside. I'm going to sneak out and I'll be right back. And then they do it. And you're like, but how the fuck? And they used the shadows and they concealed themselves within the color of the ridge. And it's like, that doesn't happen in real life.
You just explained how it was impossible and or very, very, very improbable for anyone to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And then our characters were just like, but I can.
Yeah. And, and what's more is a lot of the time they don't even, Terry did not take the time to be like, this is exactly how it happened. A guard looked this way and they moved that way and like that. It's just, we're going to do this thing.
It worked out.
Okay, now we've done the thing. What? And again, if there are several thousand guys, there is at least 100 people staring at every exit on this building.
Yeah, why is there no one outside the door? Just standing on the door.
What the fuck? And if Daharans are supposed to be the soldiers that they are, then how? Just how?
How are they not hanging out in the stables?
We had a huge wow, and now a huge...
What?
How?
What?
Oh, that was a little... I don't think so.
And maybe if he had been like, okay, Lunetta, you're going to cast a little webadoo and no one's going to see us for a hot second, but it'll only work for 3 of us. It won't work for anybody else. I'd be like, all right, I got it.
Yeah,
that works.
Anything at all to give them an advantage, but nothing.
Nope.
So they're shot at, and Lunetta can kind of, ward off some of the arrows, but they're basically quickly surrounded, and their plan sucks.
Yep. Which is not surprising to anyone.
No. Suddenly, though, the arrows stop, and the Daharans start dropping, the wind just seemingly cutting them down, which is amazing. Little tornadoes just taking dudes out. Toby is praying to the Creator to keep them safe.
Because that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, well, if somebody shoots an arrow at you, I would assume you're about to, maybe not die, but you're about to get shot.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Which sucks. And so he's like, oh shit, we're done. This was a stupid idea. So he crouches down and starts to pray because that's all he really has to hang on to right now. But he's done. In his head, he's praying because it's over.
Either the Daharans or the wind is going to kill him.
Right. And quickly, there are at least 100 dead Daharans in the stable yard. The snow is almost immediately starting to cover them because, again, blizzard conditions. But he's just like, oh shit, I'm done. Please, 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 please. And they start dying. And his prayer to him worked.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm alive. We're all alive. Holy shit. How are we not shot? Good job, Lunetta? No, that doesn't happen. But thank you.
Well, yeah, and he's also surprised that the wind didn't get hit. Like, he thinks the Creator stopped the wind from killing him until he realizes that it's not actually the wind.
Right. They are, in fact, lizard people. I love that. Well, actually, it's the lizard people that Richard had killed in the white capes. He recognizes these things. These were the things lining the way to the Confessor's Palace.
Mm-hmm.
So they come towards him, and one of them tells him to leave and escape. Okay, one, he's very calm. Well, at first I thought he was very calm because he doesn't try and run. He's not like, hey, let's get the fuck out of here. They just approach. And he's so cold, and he is so freaked out that he doesn't run. He drops his sword because his hand is numb from, like, cold and fear.
Yeah.
At first I was like, wow, he's taking this really, really well. And I was like, no, he's frozen in fear, and he's probably peed himself.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't blame him. That's fucking... Well, everybody else just died. He just saw them kill hundreds of Daharan soldiers who are really fucking tough.
Right, in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, just like that.
And on top of that, Galtero had described to him just how effective and deadly the triple claw thing is.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows, like, if this thing's anywhere near you and wants to do you harm, it will.
Yeah.
So they come towards him, and one of them tells him to leave and escape. It explains that the Dreamwalker wants them to escape, so they need to fucking go. And then, poof, they're gone.
Yeah.
So Toby believes that these creatures must work for the Creator, and that he's got to be the Dreamwalker because Toby sees the Creator in his dreams.
It all makes sense!
Oh, obviously it's that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you can see how he makes the connection. It's just terrifying that any little... not necessarily proof of what he believes is a full-on raging green light to do whatever the fuck it is he wants to do anyways. Like, this guy killed my enemy. That means they work for God, and God's telling me to do the stuff, so I'm good. It's basically the evil version of Boondock Saints. And also, Richard killed the Mriswith, and he's evil, so they must be good. These guys are on our side.
Yeah, I thought it was funny how immediately when he first sees him, his first thought is, why are these vile creatures helping me? So, like, his initial reaction to seeing them, I feel like, was, they're bad, they're evil because of how they look, and I mean, that's, like, snake things, evil, right? That makes sense. And then immediately, 2 seconds later, he's like, well, Richard killed them, so they must be good. And they're on my side, so they must be good. I must not be the bad guy, clearly.
Yeah, just by seeing them, he justifies how he's in the right, so they must be in the right, so they're fine.
Right.
Even though they just murdered a few hundred guys for almost no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, to help him out, but
yeah.
they didn't think twice about it.
The Creator wanted it, Nate.
Yeah, well, wish in one hand. Anyways, he tells Lunetta this, and she is in awe that the Creator had intervened. And she says that he must have great plans for Toby. Obviously, somebody's making his way. So this is just meant to be.
Yeah, well, I think it also just underlines her, like, childlike, I don't know, reverence for him, because he says something